All right, welcome everybody. Buffalo Wild Wings, Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming out.
Eagle fans.
The Birds.
The big man says, "Go Birds." I think we can do better than that. What do you say, Hollis Thomas?
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Is that better?
That was good. Much better. All right, let's go over a few of the ground rules. A coin flip.
Wait a minute. There are no rules? I'm here to razz your fellow buddy.
Wait. When the show's over, you can take him out back and kick his ass.
I don't want to beat him up. I want to beat him up verbally. Well, I really don't have to because this is saying right. He's got on a Jalen Hurts jersey. This is saying that Hollis was right all along.
I told you once he proved that he could pass, I was all in.
Can I do the intro?
Oh, sorry.
Can I at least get through the promo?
There's no rules out Hollis up here.
Good.
You sure?
Yeah, you're wasting precious time right now. You get to do the promo.
All right.
And I wouldn't have to do these.
For everybody that's interested in the raffle table, you need to go back and see Henry, I'm not loud enough. Is that what you're saying?
Henry, you have to see Henry over here. And who's the other lady back there?
Henry, Emily, and Sue for 2 free raffle tickets. If you'd like to buy additionals, they're $1 each. Okay? Lauren, I'm going to throw it over to you for a minute because you seem to have better information.
No, so if you haven't gotten your 2 free raffle tickets, now would be the time to grab those. Right over here at this table, Henry's got his hands up with raffle tickets. If you're interested in buying additional, they're $1 a piece. And we will draw those winners at 8 o'clock. You do need to be present to win that. So we will draw those at 8 o'clock. We've got some really great prizes. An A.J. Brown autographed mini helmet, a Miles Sanders autographed Penn State jersey, Jake Elliott autographs, so lots of great Eagle stuff. So make sure you grab your 2 free tickets.
Jason Kelsey, chopped liver.
Sorry, I forgot. Yes, Jason, I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you were supposed to do that.
I'm so sorry.
That's why you were supposed to do that.
I know. Real quick, you guys want to get real friendly with Lauren because when we do the trivia, she's the gal that's going to recognize your arm in the air. So if you want to win some cool prizes, she's the gal to know. So, what else, Johnny?
I think you got some sponsors, don't you?
We do.
Are you gonna say something about them? They help you guys put this together. Should I be hosting this and let you guys interview? You should have gave me a list of the sponsors, so I could have gave it to you. Go ahead, Johnny. Give it to us.
You have a little bit of experience in that. But City Distilling is our sponsor. They graciously gave you that bottle. You like that?
Delicious. I've had it before, and I'll have it again.
Exactly. So they're actually here. Jamie's here right now today with the show. So he's part of the Eagles fans. So yeah, we're having a good time. Yes, and Jalen Hurts has proven me wrong. He learned how to pass, which was what I was asking for. And as a man of my word, I said I was all in with him.
That's all I want to hear. Right. I'm glad you're willing to admit me you're wrong.
Well, once you have to, right?
Oh, you always have to.
Once you learn a little bit more, he's really taking major steps.
Yep.
You know?
And I just think the one thing that I was saying, the only thing I was saying, let's just give the man a chance.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, we knew that. It was just a matter of whether or not he was going to be able to take that next step of passing. Mm-hmm. Right?
You're apprehension.
I'm not in this conversation.
You're not in this conversation. Do we have any more sponsors that we should be talking about? Because it's a couple of things that since we've had 2 weeks to kind of fest over the Super Bowl. I wonder, is everybody else sick and tired of throwing the microphone in our past losers' face and them trying to critique us? I know I'm not the only one that's getting sick and tired of looking at the Giants and the it'll be 49ers and the 49ers. I keep calling him Brian, but his name is Brandon.
Yeah.
Talking about what?
Yeah.
He was talking about luck. Now look, luck is Purdy slipping on the Milky Way coming out of the tunnel. That's luck. Luck is not you putting your second straight tight end on one of the best defensive ends in the league and expecting him to block him on a 5-step drop. That's sheer stupidity.
Right.
You went out there and you got taken to the shed and you got your rubs kicked.
Right.
That's accepted. Quit talking about they're going to get exposed. No, you hope we get exposed to whatever it is you're talking about. And then the kid Julian Love.
Yeah.
The people and the jacked up thing about this, Carl and John, that we're talking about people that the game was not even close.
No.
It will be different if we barely beat you, but you scored one touchdown and we literally stomped the mud hole in you.
Right. I mean, it was 69-14.
Yes.
I mean, it's, like you said, it's not like it was close. And then we basically pulled those Dolphins off. They started running the ball, after the game, after halftime, and just to burn out the clock. So yeah, this team is the most complete team in the NFL this year.
Yeah, and then I'm saying, and then the other thing that I don't know if everybody's paying attention to is the constant disrespect. They have Michael Irvin interviewing us at the. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
I'm glad Nick Sirianni asked him was he really pulling for us.
Right.
You saw the interview, right?
Oh yeah.
And the disrespect is going is at a high level, and everybody, even the Chris Sims. I will mention Chris Sims only because he's the son of Phil Sims, who was a great quarterback and a pretty good announcer, but his son is trash. He's flawed. He's garbage.
Right.
You heard it here first.
Oh yeah.
Ellis, can you give a big hello to Chris George? He may be the #1 Giants fan in the house.
Hey, how you doing, Chris George? Giants up. Hey, are you guys going to sign Daniel Jones?
They are.
I hope so.
Exactly.
I hope so.
Exactly.
Somebody said, did you notice in the interview the GM would not fully commit to? He's like, yeah, we're going to take a look at Daniel Jones.
Right.
He would not fully commit to that ordeal.
Right. Well, and the Cowboys going all in with Dak as well. Give him
Well, yeah, but you know what the most interesting thing in this week leading up to the Super Bowl, the week before the Super Bowl, is the Cowboys was the only one, and I don't know if I should be scared about this, was the only one that gave the Eagles kudos about kicking everybody's ass.
Right.
Oh, yeah. They were the only one that spoke the truth. It's
Right.
like if it will be, I don't know. There's no other way to describe it. If you barely beat, I got something to say. If you barely beat me, but if it's a butt kicking the way we beat those two teams, you should have nothing but praise and good blessings for that team because you totally got outclassed the entire time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So let's travel back a few years.
Yeah.
Your playing days, your Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
Give us a player's perspective of what it was like.
Well, you know what? I was watching. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was watching when they brought out the opening night the other day. I was like, what the hell is this? And it was on TV, and it was just like everybody's together. It's like I was like, they're trying to keep all the players out of trouble now.
Exactly.
If you go back to almost each and every Super Bowl for the last 20 plus years, it's been one or two players to go out amongst everybody, amongst the masses, and get in trouble.
Oh yeah.
So all the way back to Eugene Robinson, the man of the year. I know you remember that, the kid, then the center from the Raiders. So it seems to me like they're pulling out all the extra stops. But my first year, I was pretty much sitting at a table like this on media day with a USA Today chilling, myself and Sam Rayburn, and fielding questions. It was like one of the greatest times too, because you knew you were the only show playing, and every media outlet from all over the world was there to see you. You got to see the good, the bad, and some of the, I'm gonna say unsightly. I'm not gonna say ugly. I'm just gonna say unsightly.
Yeah.
But it was like one of the greatest times because you were the only show in town, even though it was Jacksonville. Oh, God.
Right. Now, how hard is it as a player to have that? You guys are, creatures of habit that you like to play right away.
Right.
Having that extra week off, and then get ready for,
Well, it wasn't bad for us because, when you like one of the top seeds, you normally get that bye week. So you kind of used to the bye week, and we used to be pretty good after a bye week. But we have Bill Belichick, and we have Bill Belichick recording. The funniest thing too is I found out later on that Doug threw some fake practices. Did you know that? He threw a few fake practices so that they could to throw the Belichick off. But the one thing the week does give you a chance to get a little bit healthier. It gives you a chance to lift your wounds and get a little bit healthier. So it's not that you're going to miss anything or be off kilter, because you have everybody, especially with this young team, and a lot of the guys who played the national championship, they've had times where they've been off a month and still had to come back and get it together. So I think that's kind of in our favor, because the guys being so young and just coming off those national championship style layoffs.
Exactly. Now you were in the trenches. How's a guy like Lane Johnson doing with his injury right now? I mean, he's like a brick wall out there.
I still don't know how he's doing it. I've strained my groin before in the game, and I went back in. They wrapped it up, and I went back in. I was only good going straight ahead. I wasn't any good going in the other direction. Right. So I was just there to take a double team on and free up some of the other guys. But it was one play where we ran a blitz, and I came scot-free. But then the quarterback went in the other direction, and I just watched him. So the coach was like, "What's up?" I was like, "So you don't see the ace bandage wrapped around my hip and my thigh?" He said, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, don't ever forget again." Right. But it's one of the most painful injuries, because it's like one of the largest muscles in your body. So it's one of the most painful injuries known to man. And he's pretty much a stud for being out there with it.
Absolutely.
And being productive too.
Oh yeah.
I don't. In the San Francisco game, I don't know if you guys watched the 2 touchdown runs by Miles Sanders. Mm-hmm. Did you watch Jordan Mailata's block?
Yeah.
On both of them? Oh, total destruction. You can't coach that. No. It's got to be easy. It was great.
Those were 2 excellent games.
Yes, it was.
What can you take away from either one of the games and take that into the Kansas City game?
But you kind of do what they do. They don't take nothing from the previous game into the next game. And it's a whole new game there. It's 0-0 again. They're trying to get just one victory. And I think they've done a tremendous job of not living off the past on what they did in the past game. Building up a butt kicking machine. It's like if you watch the progression of the games, when the offense gets the ball, it's like magic. It's like watching them run the ball and pass the ball, and it's the first time that we've had the weaponry and all levels, the tight end, the 2 receivers. Not only that, the 3-headed monster running back. I love the fact when they come out and they establish we're about to kick your ass by running the ball. Did you realize in one of the drives, it was against the Giants, we ran Miles Sanders 6 straight times to the red zone and then put Boston Scott in for the touchdown. Yep. That's the type of dominance they try to establish. And when you're doing that, and when you're able to do that and wear a defense down and impose your will on them, it lets the wind out of your sail, and it makes you become a non-believer in yourself. Because you can't stop them. It's like then you think you have the run stop, and then they hit you with a pass. Or then you think you have the pass and the run stop, and Jalen Hurts pulls it down and keeps the chains moving. It's like he's playing phenomenal too. So playing phenomenal, huh?
He is. No, he absolutely is. It's been like I said, it's been awesome to watch. But how he improved over the year. He's light days a different player.
Yeah. The one thing that I will say is I like the fact that John McGinnis has actually started to create some mismatches and one-on-ones and got away from just trying to be that bend but don't break, but just imposing the defensive will, because we have a defense that can shut people down.
Right.
We have a defense that can shut people down. And the first hit on Brock Purdy, it was great because they were lining up to run max protection. And what he did was he kicked everybody out to get that one-on-one matchup with the tight end out there, because they knew that they were going to try to block the 2 interior guys. They were going to try to double team them and then block the single the edge guys. But that one of the edge guys was going to have the second string tight end, not even Kittle, the second string tight end. Man.
And wasn't he benched? or on IL, or he was on the bench or something. I think the week before that, like he wasn't even.
We're talking Kittle?
No, not Kittle. No, not Kittle. But
The other tight end?
I don't think he was active the week before.
I don't know. He shouldn't have been active this week.
Exactly.
And then the Brock Purdy hit, you had to see that coming. They put your face on Rocky.
Right. Exactly.
Calling you Rocky. And now they're talking about something we didn't have our third string quarterback. You guys were just talking about being 5-0 with this kid, and he hadn't made any mistakes.
Right.
Oh, yeah. He hadn't been to the playoffs. He hadn't had a playoff victory.
All right, take a break.
Okay.
I gotta pay some bills.
Oh, go ahead, have a
All right, couple people we need to acknowledge here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Good friend, they're all good friends. We've been coming here for a number of years now, but Courtney behind the bar does an excellent job. Tyler and Penny are the managers on duty tonight, so if you have any complaints, go see them.
No complaints here. Packed house.
Joe is the GM. He unfortunately is not here tonight, but I'm sure Tyler will give him a real good report, right, Tyler? Attaboy. Your servers, Cam, Stephanie, they're floating around the room. Please take care of them, okay? Lauren's floating around the room with the microphone. If you guys have any questions for Hollis, he's very chatty tonight. He's very talkative. So I think
Really?
I think you'll get just about anything out of him.
Well, when you're about to fly out to Arizona, that will be a little chatty too.
Yeah, when you're about to go out to Arizona and have a tremendous time.
All right, go ahead, spill it. Let's hear about it. Go ahead.
What, the Philly sports trip going out with them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody already knows. Then I'm going out to Arizona Friday with Philly sports trip, and then I'm going to go to the game too.
Lucky you. Lucky you.
It's going to be awesome. I'll tell you about it.
And who you sitting with?
You talking about Wilbur Montgomery?
Yeah, that guy.
Wilbur Montgomery? That's my buddy. That's my buddy. We're like that.
Right. Very cool. Very cool.
One of the main reasons he's coming though is because his son plays in Northern Arizona. So
Okay.
he'll get a chance. He'll get a chance to do dad duty, and he'll get to go to the game.
Very good.
Very nice. Any questions in the room? Come on, somebody.
Anybody? What do you
There you
got?
go.
Yeah, we got another party.
Brandon over here.
Lauren.
Mike? No, she's busy.
Don't Madison getting there.
What do you got?
We got questions over here in the right. Guy at the bar too.
You know the funniest thing is even when we throttle this team, there'll still be the naysayers saying we didn't play anybody. If you listen to everybody that's talking about us, this is the most disrespected 14-3 team that I've ever seen in my life. And every time we play against who they think is the end all be all, like just go back down our schedule. We was coming up against Minnesota. Oh, they're great. They're going to be this. They're going to be that. Ass whooping. Kick right in the teeth. Kirk Cousins still sucks.
Yep.
Next thing you know, Cooper Rush is the next thing since sliced bread. Is there going to be a quarterback controversy? Ass kicking. You kick them out, kick their teeth out. Then you go to the playoffs. Come to the playoffs, and they're talking about San Francisco being one of the most physical teams in the NFL, if not the most physical teams. Team lose after playing the San Francisco 49ers, and Brock Purdy is on a tear. Throttle, ass kick. They still disrespect. The disrespect is still there, and they still saying you still have guys saying that we haven't played anybody. They had an easy schedule. There's nothing easy in the NFL.
No.
Nothing. If the games come down to the wire, but when you build what this team has built, the continuity that they've built, the coach, the way the coaches believe in the guys and the guys believe in each other, it's hard to stop. And that's why I'm looking. They're going to make a statement in this Super Bowl game because everybody's watching. And even my buddy here, who finally came over to the came and seen the light. He's gonna be one of the main guys. Not you talking about Jalen. Jalen's gonna be one of the main guys trying to put him on notice because you see when the one reporter came up to Jalen saying that he was sorry for doubting him throughout the season, and he always has something to say. It's like it's a never-ending story. Whether it's our fans, have you heard the Niners still talking crap about our fans? We didn't come and dress Rocky in 49 this year. You did that.
Right.
And thought that things were going to be sweet when you got here, especially getting your rumps kicked. They were talking so much trash, but it's like if you're gonna talk that trash, you better be ready for when you get that butt kicked.
Exactly.
I think we got a question.
We got a question?
In the crowd. Here we go.
All right.
At the bar.
All right, have you ever seen a quarterback progress the way Jalen has in his second year?
I didn't expect him. I expected him to take us to at least the second round of the playoffs. I didn't expect him to be doing this good. I expected him to take a little progression, but the only thing that I can equate it to is the short-lived when our old guy Carson, when he went from his first to second year, the second year he came out like house of fire. But this is a little different because this kid is able to stay healthy. And and his college competition wasn't 1AA.
Right.
And he could complete the season. So
Yeah. And to go back to, we haven't played anybody, but when you're as dominating of a team as this team is, you make those teams look not good.
yeah. But then look, you have to look at it too. When we lost to the Commanders.
Yeah.
We lost to the Commanders. What did Howie do? He went out and got Lynn Baldrilson and Dominic Sue. Now everybody keeps talking about. I hate when people say they got him on the street. Those guys are waiting to join the team, and I knew Dominic Sue wanted to join the Birds from the word go. And when he was just said he's waiting to join the team, he didn't want to do training camp or any of that extra stuff. He was waiting to join the team, and the Eagles was high as this, and to be able to get those guys like we did to solidify that defensive line and have the defensive line hitting people in waves, and we started hitting our stride. That's great. That's great. That's great upper management as well.
Exactly.
Lauren's in the back of the room with another question.
Yeah, we're back here at the bar. We got another question.
Hey, Alice.
Hey, how you doing?
My question to you is, who do you think's a better coach, Nick Sirianni or Andy Reid?
I like Nick. I'm not a big Andy Reid fan, so I'm the wrong person to ask that. And Andy's wearing red, so I don't see the love fest. They were talking about did we have a special place in our heart for Andy? Hell no. He's coaching the Chiefs. We hope he gets throttled. We hope he wins some other time, just not this time.
Yep. Exactly.
And a lot of people don't know that Andy Reid fired Nick Sirianni.
Yes.
Payback.
Nick definitely hasn't forgotten that
No.
with that little press conference.
I know the funniest part though is when you go back and you look at it. It was when Andy first got there, and he was like, I was told that you were like one of the best young and up and coming coaches. So why'd you fire me?
I let you go.
Yeah, why'd you fire me?
Exactly.
Hey, we got some historic trivia questions.
Yeah, what we got?
And when I say historic, I mean historic.
How historic?
All right, so as a reminder, if you know the answer, just raise your hand. The first person to raise their hand, I'll bring the mic to you and you have a chance to answer.
All right. So
Ready, Shane? Yeah. All right. I don't even think you'll get this one.
Are we going with the 1948 one first?
no, I'll go with some easier ones. All right. In the 1980 Super Bowl, who did Ron Jaworski throw the touchdown pass to? See that? Look at that. Hands are going right up.
Who? Sound off like you got a pair. Who?
Keith Krepley. Is that what? Keith Krepley's correct. That is correct.
No, you can't just give him that.
No, he can get that out of it right, man.
You're disqualified.
Yeah.
No, I'm throwing the challenge flag.
such and such.
I thought you said we were supposed to be nice
It
tonight.
begins with a K. Really?
It's his buddy, Hollis.
Yeah, but you gotta be right. I can't do that. You just said K. You didn't even get his name right. Then they'll know we're biased. Come on.
All right, and here's a Hollis Thomas question. In the 2005 Super Bowl 39, how many tackles did Hollis Thomas have?
I don't even know this one. I forgot.
You don't even know? You're close, but no.
Yes.
69.
That is incorrect. That would have been a Super Bowl record, probably.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry? 4 is correct. There you go. Pete's been checking up his trivia. See that? We're 2 for 2. He thought these were going to be impossible.
Where's the 2 for 2?
Oh, well, yeah, you crossed off the one.
the first one you gave it to him.
All right.
He mumbled a little bit and you just said,
All
oh.
right, let's dig into that 48-49 question. All right,
Yeah.
now,
Here we go. In the 1948 NFL Championship game, who was the leading receiver for the Eagles?
The 1948 championship team, who was the leading receiver for the Eagles? 1948 championship team.
Come on, we're Eagles fans. We know our history.
Yes. So what, yes, you give a hand.
Yeah.
Mark? Brandon, you're disappointing me.
All right, his initials are PP.
There you go. He goes. Even with the buffalo wings in his mouth, he still got it out. Without spitting it out. That was good. And he had a record setting 7 yards receiving in that game.
Oh, God.
All right, here you go. For 2 free raffle tickets, how many chicken wings will Buffalo Wild Wings sell on Sunday?
Oh. How do you even know that?
A shitload?
I was
Okay.
gonna go with the buttload.
Put a number together. Come on. Come close.
Did Corbin give you this answer?
No, but Tyler did.
Okay.
Are
No,
you talking about
Rob, I'm sorry, Rob.
real wings or boneless? I mean,
Real wings.
okay.
This store.
Real wings, not boneless.
There you go.
3,100.
Winner, chicken dinner, right there.
Did she know?
It was 3,000.
That's all?
3,000 wings? That's not a lot of wings.
I guess, I don't know.
Where's Bill Madison? 3,000 wings.
That's your son-in-law saying 3,000 is not big enough.
The Super Bowl.
That's a
He's cut off.
happy day.
All right, where are we at?
You want another one? I'll do a more recent.
You're gonna
trivia.
drop another trivia?
I'll drop another trivia. Who had the most catches for the Eagles in the 2018 Super Bowl 52?
Repeat the question.
Who had the most catches in the Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles?
The
Robert,
most catches.
Robert, give him a second chance. He's still crying.
But I gave it.
Warren gave it to her.
Oh, you gave it to him anyway.
I did.
Nelson Aguilar.
That is correct. So you made up for it.
There you go. See?
Way to go, that's better. We gave them full name and the whole shebang.
There we go.
Nelson
I
Aguilar.
run this trivia game. I gave you the prize.
I run this trivia game. Okay,
She put her foot down.
she put her foot down.
So,
But you want the next one? What's up?
so Corey Detmer.
Right.
Any funny stories that he had during this week?
How about Coy?
Yeah, Corey. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Coy, Boom Boom Detmer. Yeah, Well, you know the funniest story about Coy? Each year that we played, he would go get 2 pair of pants, khakis from Target, 2 shirts, and 2 ties. And that would be his road attire for the entire year. You would alternate. It was interesting. I just it was just funny to everybody else because he was just coming in and like, dude, you look like a Target mannequin. And then the one time when he grew like he just grew this part of his hair on the beard and cut everything else off. Just grew this part, and he had the patch on the back of his head and cut everything else off. I thought we did that to him because he was a rookie, but he did it to himself.
Well, nobody hazed him, so he had to haze himself.
But no, we didn't go through the hazing. They just had to buy food for us. That was the only thing you had to do as a rookie was buy food.
There you go. There you go.
So you guys are big vodka drinkers, and you take a little nip every once and again before he leaves. How about a round of applause for Jamie, one of the owners of City Distilling?
Thank you for another delicious bottle.
They do a great job supporting us, and they've been with us a long time now, and I can't thank them enough. We got some of these city sips. They're pretty good.
Okay, I was going to ask you if those were.
You keep your hands off of those.
I wasn't going to put my hands on that pouch.
You have to be sober to fly out on Friday.
What?
You know.
He didn't know that.
I had an Uber. and my brother, he'll pick me up. And Bill will take me to the airport.
There you go. You're waving your hand. You like us, or you have a question?
I think he has a question. What's that?
Are you excited to join WIP again? Are you as straight to camera as weird as he sounds on the radio?
Say it again.
Are you excited to join WIP again? And is
I'm not. Hugh Douglas is joining. Now, they would take me back because of some friends that I have.
sorry?
No worries. I can still call in whenever I want to and talk to Angelo.
Have you ever been confused for you, Douglas?
All the time. I don't know why. I got a picture of us sitting next to each other. Actually, it was just earlier this week. The maintenance man came to do something to the washing machine in my condo, and the picture of me and him sitting on the bench is like, "Isn't that you?" I was like, "He's clearly got on the 53." It was Hugh Douglas. We were sitting on the bench next to each other, and he was saying something, and the guy was like, "That's you right there." I was like, "I'm 78." He's like, "I told you that wasn't him." I was like, "I don't know how the hell I keep getting this mixed up." And then I just seen him the other day, and I was like, some people call him me. I think he just more mad because I'm bigger than him, fatter than him. So
And better look.
I feel as though I'm better looking. That's just my own personal opinion, though.
All right, let's break it down for Sunday. Let's talk some X's and O's. What do the Eagles have to do to win?
Well, you know, I have this thing that we call pigeons. They have the offensive tackle, Andrew. I can't think of his last name. He's the right tackle. He's going to be blocking Hassan Reddick.
He's going to try to. I don't know if he actually is. He's going to try.
He's going to try to. He's one of those guys that tries to be a tough guy a lot, and he gets a lot of penalties. The interior guy, I think we're going to handle the interior because the interior guys are young and they don't possess the continuity you need to take care of the guys that we have.
Right.
And they got Orlando Brown Jr., Zeus Jr. on the other side, who I think we can take advantage of. He's a good run blocker, but he's not that good on the pass because he got drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. But then they let him go because he couldn't block. He was a good run blocker. And I think he was thinking that he was a good pass blocker, but he wasn't. But I think the key is going to be us making an example out of Andrew. Because I think in the early offense, if we hit Patrick Mahomes and put that clock in his head, because if you notice last game, he only got sacked twice.
Yeah.
And they really didn't make him run or use his ankle. So I feel like our guys up front, we're going to exploit that. Because I know Big Red likes to get 5 out at all times. 5, yeah. And he's going to put the running back out there, and he's going to put his quarterback in harm's way. And hopefully, we're going to get those 5 sacks and then some. And I think we're going to put him on notice. I think the key is getting to Mahomes though, is to get him early and often. Because once you shut him down, the run is not going to do anything. And I think that's key defensively for us. Offensively is to put them on notice. Put them on notice. This game is going to be long, and we're going to kick your ass the entire game.
Right.
It's like you have it. They've been talking about your defense. You have rookie corners. I think we go after rookie corners after we get the safeties to come up.
Yeah.
We have to make the safeties come up to versus our run, because that means our guys on the edge are singled up. And then that's when the big bucks start rolling. So, and then the other key is special teams.
That's huge.
Can Cuffy do anything besides fair catch? Am I the only one that thinks that Cuffy can only fair catch? I'm just saying.
I think he tore his rotator cuff from waving. I believe that's what happened.
Like all he does is fair catch. I'm like, dude, there's nobody even near you.
Right.
But I think the special team is going to be key as well, because they have
Sky Moore.
Yeah, he fumbles though. Sky Moore fumbles.
He does.
Earlier this season, he had one good return this in the playoffs, but all season long he's had trouble with fielding punts and fumbling. So we need to bring him back to that fumbling on the case. I think some of the keys is the guys that we brought up from practice squad to be on our coverage team. And Ellis, number 53, he's a beast. That kid's a beast. So I think the key is going to be making Skylar. His name's Skylar or just Sky?
I think it's Sky. No, yeah, Sky Moore.
It's Sky Moore. Making Sky fumble.
Exactly.
So and then they get penalized a lot too, especially their offensive line. The kid, the right guard. The right guard is a holding machine. Often gets caught holding and with his hands in the face. So that's what I've been studying them all week long, and I got a chance to study them last week from the games that I recorded from them earlier this season. And they have 89 penalties, 56 of them are on the offensive line.
Yeah.
So,
You think with being the Super Bowl that the referees may hold the whistle, keep in the pocket a little bit?
I think it's going to be certain times that you're not going to be able to hold the whistle.
Right.
It's like when you're out in the open, you got somebody on the edge, and you blatantly drag somebody down. The Andrew guy, he's dirty. He's the one who got. I don't know if you saw it in the AFC Championship game where he got a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and everybody thought that he didn't do anything. We didn't hear what he said to the other guy. Because he did like a shimmy, and he said something, and the flag came out immediately. And so everybody's like, he didn't even do anything. He said something. He said something. So, prediction. My prediction was I had 34-7. 34-7.
There you go.
Wow.
I don't think they have. I don't think they know what's coming. And I think everybody's been disrespecting us the entire season, and I think the defense is going to come out ready. I think Jonathan Gannon has finally got it. He's got, like, I was on him hard earlier in the season.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, watching the adjustments and him taking some of the coaching from Vic Fangio and getting our guys in single teams, and the rotation is the key of our defensive line. If you have a guy that's rotating and only taking 25 to 30 snaps a piece, it's killer on the offensive line who has to play the entire game. So, and that's really going to be the key. And then our offensive line is like no other. We got the best offensive line in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you watch any of the throwing out the club that our offensive line has been doing and destroying people in front of them. They're on a mission.
They're destroying them and taking names. They enjoy it. They're destroying them and taking names.
Oh yeah.
They just, like I said, they just stop one.
Oh yeah. Did you see?
Y'all see what they want on?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then the funny part was that guy knew the play that was coming, and he still got thrown out.
Right. Exactly.
And then when you see the one play where but the one place where Kelsey pulls out and he's leading the charge, man.
And he's waiting for something.
Yeah, he's looking for somebody to kill him. It's like the key, I think, is when you watch the way our offense moves, there's so many moving parts, but it's simple yet it's so complicated.
Right.
You can actually play and do everything you're supposed to, and we will still kick your ass.
Oh.
It's like, and I was watching. I was like one team. Early on when we were playing San Francisco, their defense was doing everything right, right, and then they started hesitating. And then when they start hesitating, that's when we start hitting the runs.
Right.
Hitting the runs. When you hesitate, because you have to hesitate because our quarterback will run.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it. And he's not. And you saw when they was talking about Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is like, no. I saw Gardner Minshew try to run one time. No, it's not the same. When you have a weapon like that, and he will run, it puts the entire defense. It makes them pause. And when you hesitate in the NFL game, you're gonna get that ass kicked.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it over to Lauren. She's got a good question.
All right. Do you have a favorite moment from your playing days? Can you share with us?
Favorite moment? I was just talking to somebody about this. It was like when we played in the Super Bowl, the kickoff. It's like the kickoff. That moment will never be duplicated again in these days because they're no longer. They don't know. Nobody ever has cameras, real cameras anymore. At the kickoff, when we kicked the ball off, you looked up in the stands and all you saw was flash bulbs, like, but it went around like a wave and it like lit up the entire stadium. That was the coolest thing that I have ever seen. And it's like, see, I'm getting goosebumps now. That was the coolest thing. I was like, wait, and going out there to play in that Super Bowl. That kickoff, just watching those flash bulbs go off, it's like, oh man. And watching it go all the way around. That's like one of the coolest moments. The other one was hitting Vic on the goal line. It didn't hit Tom Brady in the Super Bowl too, knocking the crap out of him.
Questions, comments? Come on. I thought she had a question for me. See, I got all excited.
As you were saying, Andy likes having the 5 receivers out in
Right.
patterns. With this offense, with this defensive pressure that they're going to put on, it's going to take one of their. I think it's going to take one of their bigger weapons of Jarek McKinnon out of the way because he's one of their bigger blockers. You know, even a small guy, but he stays in there to block and helps out. But
well, I think they're going to try to hit us with the screen game a little bit to slow us down and to hit us with some misdirection type stuff. But I feel like our defense is disciplined enough to stay at home when they see that type of stuff going on.
right.
And then you have to know that Andy's going to script the first 15 plays, 14 to 15 plays, and there's going to be some trick plays in there. But then we'll get back to the bread and butter what they do.
Plus free time.
Yeah, but yeah.
Another question?
Lauren's got one at the bar.
It's the way the Eagles rush against the 49ers supposed to rush defense. Do you think if you had a bet over under, do you think the Eagles could total 200 yards
Against the Chiefs? You think that? Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be, something like that. I think he asked about the over-under of Russia did, since we rushed for all those yards on the quote-unquote number one team against the run. And I think that we will be able to do that. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to be to the point where it's like last game. Why would you throw the ball and then not stop and run?
Right.
Why would you? Some people were saying, but Jalen didn't have a good game. He didn't have to have a good game.
No.
We run the ball down your throat. And I think it's going to get to the point to where you're just going to run the ball down their throat and just keep the chains moving.
Yeah, that game was won by the Eagles at halftime.
Yeah.
That 2 minutes right before halftime, where they scored those 14 points.
I think it was when Brock Purdy went to the sideline,
True.
and he truly said, I can't go back out there. He could have went back out there, but he didn't want to go back out there. If you could see the look, when they pinned the camera to his eyes, the fight was gone.
Yeah.
Big time, it was gone. Mr. Irrelevant had showed up.
Joe Johnson was the same way after Rusan Reddick almost really sacked him and stripped him all day play. He took his soul on that play.
Yeah. What is the funny part is it's like when they sacked Josh Johnson.
Yep.
They sacked him and they slammed him on his head. I was like, so they're not gonna. Oh, okay, they're coming to get him now.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's the other quarterback? And so then they start playing the smallest violin. They wanted wine, cheese and wine with the cheese and crackers with the wine that they were doing. I was like, let's quarter football. Protect your quarterback.
Right. Exactly.
Lauren's got another question.
Carson Wentz or Nick Foles?
Nick Foles, all day long. All day long.
Right answer.
That was to get at me.
That was easy. I can't kiss the ass of an overrated loser. I'm sorry.
That's right. I like it.
There you go. There you go.
It was kind of weird, the whole thing. I didn't like the fact that I heard that he was angry that we won Super Bowl without him. I was like, you helped, but you wasn't there. I mean,
Right.
And then he broken back, playing with a broken back.
So
What are
do
you
you
doing?
think he'll go to another team and be a backup?
I don't think we should care. He's 3 teams removed from us.
Right.
And he still hasn't figured it out yet. It's still, if you pay attention, when you pay attention to, if he does go to another team and they have the proverbial press conference, he will come out in their colors, a suit in their colors, but he'll still be sporting A01 stuff. It's still about him. It's not about the team. He's not wearing team logo stuff. He's wearing A01. This is charity. It's about him. It's not about the team. You can't be a leader till you're all about yourself.
Right.
Now, one of the things that I know that went down was that he was expecting everybody to be at his events, but he didn't take the time to go to anybody else's events. One thing that when I played with Don came to my events, Drew Brees came to my events when I had him in my hometown. That it's like it's showing that it's the one thing that a lot of people don't realize is the quarterback is treated differently. But when you act like you're being treated differently, nobody respects you on the team.
Right.
And that's why some people's like, why are they catching Nick Foles balls and not his? Now you know why. Now, if you look at it, when you see a guy who's a quarterback, and he's like, man, he would be so much better if he. Well, why is the backup? Why are they catching the backup? Why are they seeing that they're playing harder for the backup? Because the quarterback, everybody knows that the quarterback is the teacher's pet, the front office pet, the head coach's pet. It's like, but when you act like it and you act like you're better than everybody else, nobody respects you, nobody likes you.
So do you think the Eagles would have won the Super Bowl if Carson Wentz was the quarterback?
That year?
Yes.
I think so. He was, at that point, the stuff that we're talking about now had not reared its ugly head.
Right.
It's like the fact that he was put in a tough situation. It's like when you talk about people who persevere but still are able to keep integrity. Integrity is still doing the correct thing when nobody's watching. It's like the stuff that I'm telling you now, we didn't know this. I heard all the stuff I'm telling you, I heard it from a horse's mouth from guys that's on the team and that had these experiences with us. It's like, so everybody was acting, we were all acting like it was management fault, the team fault, everybody else's fault, but his. So I think if we would have won one, we probably would have won one because he still, at that point, he had the pedigree. Everything was going right for him. But as a player, sometimes everything is not going to be right for you. And you have to get one, if you're able to get through that and come back there, you have some longevity. Right now, he's only on a team because of how much money we pay for him. Because it's like, if you look at when you look at the Commanders, they were winning with the Tyler Higbee. Why'd you go back to Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Why?
True. Oh, it's true.
How about some trivia?
More trivia? All right, we'll do a current one. So there's eight players coming back, and Anthony's laughing at me right here. We got 8 players coming back from the 52 Super Bowl to this one. 5 of them are Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and Jake Elliott. Can you name the other 3?
We're looking.
Can you name the other 3 guys going to the Super Bowl this year?
Did you guys hear who he named? Who did you name?
Kelsey Lane Johnson,
Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and Jake Elliott. Can you name the other 3 people?
no,
No.
you're wrong.
You can't even see his after.
There's one defense.
And if you're using him for Ask a Friend, that's bad. That's bad. I like him, but that's bad.
Just a bit outside. Remember, he thought I was Hugh Douglas.
Yeah. Did you change the posters? Corbin, it's you, Douglas.
You got one defense, one offense, and one special teams player.
I just worked here. Keep saying.
Come on, 3 names. 3. Come on, Eagles fans.
Come on, we know.
We gotta guess who the bar.
Let it get
Oh yeah, John Dornbach is going to be doing
No.
magic at
Wrong on all 3.
I said John Dornbach is going to be doing magic at our tailgate.
Sam Oliver's on that.
I'm sorry.
Lovato, Sam Oliver, and Barnett.
You got it. Good job. Bill, he redeemed himself, Bill. He didn't hear it.
He redeemed himself.
He redeemed himself.
He redeemed himself.
He's back in good graces. Lovato, Barnett, and Solomon.
That's all about him. But you didn't remember Barnett because I call him Can't Get Right, but he's on IR right now.
Right.
Well, can't get right because he's the one. He's the one that one dirty guy that we always get a penalty on. I don't know if you remember last year. Last year he got the unnecessary roughness, and the microphone.
Which one?
And no, but it was one in particular, and the microphone was walking by Nick Sirianni,
Yeah.
and he's like, it's always him.
Exactly.
Well, your coach though is always you, but they did sign him back this year. He's an into a meme, but I don't think they signed him back this year. I think we get somebody in the draft how we fleeced the Saints
Right.
out of their first round pick.
Any more trivia? We're having a lot of fun with you, Tom. You did a great job.
See, I told you.
You did a great job.
All right,
This is mediocre at basketball.
We're going to go a little bit of history here.
Okay.
Mediocre
Mediocre
at basketball.
at basketball.
I gotta be nice to him. I have to work with him.
No, you got. So just give them Doritos and Chex Mix.
No, you stole the Cheetos. Like
No,
that.
you stole all the Cheetos, damn it.
If that's all you had, then I did your favor. You only had one bag. Don't act like it was a trough there. Like he had a box over there.
It was the party size box.
It was not a box. It was a bag. It was. Thank you.
All right.
It was a snack size bag in there.
It wasn't even there, and I know it wasn't a party size.
And then they gave me a damn diet ginger ale. What the hell was that?
Ain't nothing dying about it.
I know that's what I'm saying.
All right. So, in the 1960 NFL championship game, how many future Hall of Famers played in that game?
Johnny.
Come on.
All right, we have your hands.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. A voice from the past.
Oh, and the whole game.
John. 6.
6 is incorrect.
It's a wild stab in the dark, but you know.
Yeah. You started this off.
Higher or lower?
It's higher. It's between. Let's go between 8 and 17. 8 is incorrect. I wasn't going to give the answer, right?
Smitty, I can't believe you're gonna get shut out.
I know.
All right. 12.
12 is incorrect. You're close. You're closer though.
I can't believe your significant other is trumping you.
That's right. She did win something.
Kudos to her.
All right, we got another hand.
It's a little bit more than a baker's dozen.
Why don't you just tell them?
17.
A little lower.
Little lower.
In between 12 and 17 now.
15.
Little bit lower.
15.
Little lower. Both teams combined.
No bakers in the house.
A little lower than 15, Johnny.
There you go. 14. We got a winner. We got a winner.
Right.
Brandon showed up again. 14, 10 for the Packers and 4 for the Eagles. Yeah?
She got it.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
she got it.
So my question is it out into the audience? Are you going to call WIP tomorrow and tell Hollis, tell you Douglas? Are you going to fess up?
Yeah, it was this year. I was on the Money Show a couple times this year. I just for as a favor to Angelo. Angelo still is still my buddy, so. No, I wasn't coming. No, I wasn't coming back. No. No, I can call anytime I want to. I'll be a guest. They can pay me to be a guest, but it's some of the powers that be don't like my style. My style meaning they want to let's see. I don't know. They want to give more than I'm willing to give.
Well, you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Lauren.
We have enough for another trivia.
Lauren, we're running out of clock.
And I was just reminded to do the Mattis Minute.
We're running out of clock.
I know we got to do the raffle pretty
All right,
soon.
here we go, Hollis. You're on the clock.
What's this? A raffle or something?
This is the best minute on the show.
Okay.
All right, Hollis, I think you're familiar with this. I think we did this before. This is the
No.
Mattis Minute.
Okay.
So you'll just answer the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. Good luck with that. What you saying?
What quarterback did you enjoy chasing and hitting the most during your career?
Trent Green, I have 4.5 sacks on him.
If you had to choose only one, wings, pizza, or cheesesteaks?
Cheesesteaks.
There you go.
Is it true that your arms are bigger than Carl's legs?
Yep. Damn Skippy.
Damn, Skippy.
If you had to choose only one, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, or Scooby-Doo?
I'm gonna go with Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, I knew it.
There you go.
Scooby-Doo.
I know Scooby, that's
How do you feel about people who said Jalen Hurts wasn't going to be a good quarterback in the NFL?
I think she's talking about you.
Look that way.
And that was a little bit of a setup.
I told you so.
Is it true that Angelo Capaldi wants to adopt you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
If you had to choose only one, Lucky Charms, Captain Crunch, or Super Sugar Crisp?
Captain Crunch. That's Horatio. His first name is Horatio.
What one play would you consider to be the greatest of your career?
The one play, the hit on Vic on the goal line at the NFC Championship game.
As a tribute to Donovan McNabb, do you think Jalen Hurts should throw up on the field before the first play of the Super Bowl?
Remember, 5 will always love you.
Yes, you will.
Who would finish first through fifth in a 100-yard race between you, Carl Henderson, John O'Brien, me, and Bill Mattis?
Me? I'm blowing doors over all you guys.
And that's the Mattis Minute.
Let's give it up for the Mattis Minute.
There you go.
You just gotta run in a straight line, all right?
You can. Hopefully, you guys can run this straight line without blowing out both your hamstrings and tearing both of your quads.
What's a quad?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, real quick, I can't thank the fine folks here at Buffalo Wild Wings for extending us the opportunity to do this. I'm not real sure where it's going. I'm not sure if we'll be back. I sure hope so. I think we had a good time, right?
Yeah.
Can I get a hell yeah for the GM Joe?
Hell yeah!
Damn Skippy.
Any last minute questions, comments for our guest Hollis before he boards the aircraft?
You have a question?
Fantastic voyage down to Arizona.
Stop rubbing it in.
I know.
Stop.
I heard it's gonna be 33
Oh, we
degrees
talked
out
about this. I need predictions.
I need score and team predictions for the Super Bowl. What do you guys got?
Here we go. Here we go. He set me up earlier.
I know, but we already did.
You already said
He wasn't
34-7.
I already said 34-7. He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but the other two guys.
34-7. Eagles, go Birds. It may be worse, but I'm just saying.
John?
It's one of those games where I feel like it's just like we've been talking about the entire disrespect the entire time. The guys hear these things, and as I said, we're like one of the most disrespected 3 teams that I've seen. They had us ranked in the power rankings as fifth. Fifth before this. They had Jalen Hurts behind Brock Purdy. I'll say it one more time. They had Jalen Hurts behind Brock Purdy. If you know anything about if you're a human being in general, if people doubt you, you like to feed them a big crab sandwich at the end of everything. Exactly. So you go and you do what you're supposed to do. You keep your mind on the prize. And then the one thing that I have heard Nick Sirianni say is we go into the top of the mountain. Don't look up yet. Exactly. And the guys haven't looked up. I was like, wow, because we looked up when we hit the top of the mountain, we got kicked off. But these guys, I think they have the wherewithal, and they built the continuity. They built something together, and you can see how they play for one another. So it's like they're going to put the whole NFL on notice for all the Chris Sims, all the people who keep doubting everybody that's on the squad. This is a notice.
John, what do you got?
I got 34-24.
Eagles, right?
Oh, of course, Eagles. Yeah.
Oh, just checking.
Just checking.
Of course, Eagles.
I had to check somebody who was talking about he's calling himself Eagles fan, talking about they just have the best quarterback. And I was like, really? So you're not an Eagles fan, are you? He said, what do you mean? I was like, I'm like give a damn about a guy with the highest rank. With a team that's coming in that's led the league in sacks, had the most sacks of any defensive line since the '85 Bears.
And they're pushing up on it throughout the playoffs. They're pushing on their close.
Yes. And we're actually 5 sacks away from eclipsing the '85 Bears.
Sure.
5 sacks away.
28-10 Birds.
There you go.
All right, again, I want to thank everyone, and I mean everyone, friends, acquaintances. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for coming out. Follow us on Facebook, This Fans View, and Instagram. Courtney, I love her to death. She's the best.
Hey, Courtney!
I got a couple other hunks coming in the crowd. They know who they are, so don't run off quite yet.
So you're not going to mention them?
Well,
You're not going to give them their flowers out loud?
I'm not sure if their guys are with them or not. I gotta behave myself. Hollis, give us some closing comment.
Closing commentary. E-A-G-L-E-L, Eagle!
Thanks, guys.